All right.
Blood stains, rust, and ether remains cover the surface of this metal slab. It is much larger than most of Ei-Vene labs and is sitting on a platform that allows it to be rotated. Zombie worker. The shambling corpse gazes at you with vacant eyes. The number 821 is carved into his forehead, and his lips have been stitched closed. The faint smell of formaldehyde emanates from the body. Nameless one. So, seen anything interesting going on? Zombie worker. As you address the zombie, it blinks in surprise. What? One, you're not a zombie. Who are you? Two, why are you disguised as a corpse? One, you're not a zombie.
Updated
Who are
my
you?
journal.
Zombie worker. The zombie is trying to respond behind stitched lips. He has a peculiar half-frightened, half-angry expression. Who, why you? What you want? One, I'm looking for a way out of here. Can you help me? Two, who are you? Three, tell me who you are, or I'll call the guards. Four, lie, why? I was looking for you. Five, I'm asking the questions here. Zombie, tell me who you are, or I'll make that disguise a reality. Six, sorry to trouble you, whoever you are. Farewell. Nameless one, who are you? Zombie worker. The zombie doesn't seem to have heard you. He looks you up and down for a few moments, then frowns. What you do here? His eyes narrow suspiciously. You spy on Dusties? One, no. I'm trying to escape. Two, I'm not a spy. I got sealed in here by accident. Can you help me out? Three, lie. Yes, I'm spying on the Dusties. Four, why don't you tell me what you're doing here before I call the guards? Five, look, I'm the one asking the questions here. Zombie, tell me what you're doing here, or I'll make that disguise a reality. Nameless one, why don't you tell me what you're doing here before I call the guards? Zombie worker, there must be something in your eye that makes the zombie's expression crumble. No, don't call TH guards. He looks frightened. Mama, me spy on Dusties, say what I see. No, nothing more. One, spy? For who? Two, what have you seen the dust men do? Nameless one, spy? For who? Zombie worker. The zombie falls into a frightened silence. He seems unwilling to say any more. One, come on. Who are you watching this place for? Two, it'll be a lot less painful for you if you tell me now who you're spying for. Three, never mind then. What have you seen the dust men do? It'll be a lot less painful for you if you tell me now who you're spying for. Mort. Hold on. Mort sounds surprised. This Burke must be an anarchist. Posing as a zombie's got to be a first for those adult sods.
Updated my journal.
Nameless one, anarchist. Mort, anarchists. They're a faction that wastes their time peeping on authority figures and looking for ways to tear down anything that stinks of order or control. Mort snorts. The anarchists think every Burke across the plains will be free and happy to seek out their own truth once the establishment is burned to the ground. They want to establish a new order, no order at all. One, truth. That seems like a noble pursuit. Order could use a good tearing down every once in a while. 2. That seems pretty contradictory. 3. That has to be one of the most stupid things I've ever heard. 4. Whatever. 5. Truth. That doesn't seem constructive to anyone. Some order, some law is always necessary for progress to be made. Anarchists, they're a faction that wastes their time peeping on authority figures and looking for ways to tear down anything that stinks of order or control. Mort snorts. The anarchists think every Burke across the plains will be free and happy to seek out their own truth once the establishment is burned to the ground. They want to establish a new order, no order at all. Nameless one, truth. That doesn't seem constructive to anyone. Some order, some law is always necessary for progress to be made. Zombie worker. The zombie is watching you both fearfully. He is still silent, but something in his expression tells you Mort's guess was right on the mark. Nameless one. The anarchists, huh? That who you're watching this place for? Zombie worker. To your surprise, the zombie turns away from you. He is starting to glance around fearfully. Nameless one. Never mind then. What have you seen the dustmen do? Zombie worker. Nothing. They do nothing. Can't find nothing. Dead, dead, just dead people. Dusties do nothing. Eyes narrow in conviction. Still I watch. Nameless one. I see. There was something else I wanted to ask you. Zombie worker. What you want to know? One. How can I escape from here? 2. Do you know someone named Pharod? 3. I'm missing a journal. Have you seen it? 4. Can you tell me anything about Doll? 5. How did you get to look like that? Nameless one. How did you get to look like that? Zombie worker. Me good at dug eyes. Me also got scars. Me were lots of embalming fluid. Me make GUD zombie. The zombie giggles through stitched lips, then taps his head. Dusties stupid. Mort. Yeah, they're the stupid ones all right. Zombie worker. The sarcasm is evidently lost on the zombie, who nods eagerly. Stupid dusties. Me make GUD zombie. Nameless one. Doesn't that hurt? Zombie worker. He looks at your scars. I ask you same question. Me, it not hurt much. Claps his chest. Me tough. Nameless one. That disguise is pretty good. Can you disguise me as a zombie? Zombie worker. He looks you up and down for a few moments, mumbling to himself, then nods. You huh? Me need your embalming flu ID. Points at the scars on your chest, and some needle and thread. Nameless one, I'll think about it. I had some other questions. Zombie worker, what you want to know? Nameless one, can you tell me anything about doll? Zombie worker, scribe. Shrugs. Old. Yellow. Nameless one, there's nothing more to be said, I suppose. I wanted to know something else. Zombie worker, what you want to know? Nameless one, I'm missing a journal. Have you seen it? Zombie worker, do know. Some burp peel you. Nameless one, what? Mort, he wants to know if somebody robbed you. Probably what happened. Nameless one, I see. There was something else I wanted to know. Zombie worker, what you want to know? Nameless one, do you know someone named Pharod? Zombie worker, Pharod. The zombie frowns briefly in thought. Me, here he live in Hive somewhere. He shakes his head. Not nowhere. He frowns again. Dusty's very mad. They not like Pharod.
Updated my journal.
Nameless one, why don't the dust men like Pharod? Zombie worker, he's a collector. Brings debtors to Mortuary, sells M to dust men. Brings lot UF debtors. Dusty's not know where he gets debtors. Think he's puttin' Burks in dead book. Nameless one, what? Mort, he's saying this Pharod Burke has been selling a lot of debtors, corpses, to the dustmen. That's what collectors do. They gather dead bodies and sell them to the dustmen. Sounds like this Pharod's been selling so many debtors that the dusties think he's been putting hivers in the dead book before their hour's up. You know, killing people. Nameless one, I see. There was something else I wanted to know. Zombie worker, what you want to know? Nameless one, how can I escape from here? Zombie worker, the zombie grunts. You can escape through portals. He waves his hands. Foof. Nameless one, portals? What portals? Zombie worker, portals. The zombie waves around the area. Portals everywhere. Nameless one, can you show me one of these portals? Zombie worker, he is silent for a moment, then nods slightly, as if in understanding. Why should I help you? 1. Because I need your help. 2. Maybe we could help each other out. What do you want in return? 3. Because I won't expose your little disguise if you help me. 4. You look like someone who'd much rather disguise themselves as a corpse than be one. That reason enough. 5. Forget we met. I must take my leave. Farewell. Nameless one, maybe we could help each other out. What do you want in return? Zombie worker, I need you to get a key for me. 1 iron key to Embalming's room. 1. Alright. Where's this key? 2. I don't have time for this. Help me escape, or I'll call the guards. 3. I'm not going to go fetch anything for you. Help me escape, or I'll snap your neck right here and now. 4. No thanks. Maybe some other time. Nameless 1. Alright. Where's this key? Zombie worker. A dusty chit has it. He points at his eyes. She has yellow eyes. He then makes a motion with his hands that reminds you of a pair of cutting shears. Blades on fingers. 1. A dustman woman, with yellow eyes and blades on her fingers. I already met her in the embalming room. Hold on, I'll be back with the key shortly. 2. This dustman woman sounds really attractive. Are you sure you don't want me to introduce the two of you?
Updated my journal.
Nameless 1. A dustman woman, with yellow eyes and blades on her fingers. I already met her in the embalming room. Hold on, I'll be back with the key shortly. Zombie worker. The zombie squints at you. If you re-odd, don't say nothing about me, or me gut you in your sleep. Nameless 1. I'll get your damned key, but you had best watch your threats, you hear me? Fetch Embalming. Key for Vaxis. I met a spy disguised as a zombie in the easternmost mortuary room, south of the embalming room. He asked me to fetch an embalming key for him. In return, he said he would help me escape. Day 0, Hour 12. One of the zombies on the second floor of the mortuary wasn't a zombie at all, but a man in disguise. Why anyone would disguise themselves as a zombie is beyond me. Day 0, Hour 12. Apparently the man disguised as a zombie is a member of the anarchists, some faction that's out to get authority figures and tear down anything that smells even remotely like establishment. Day 0, Hour 12. It sounds like the Dustmen and Pharod aren't on the best of terms. Vaxis told me Pharod's bringing a lot of bodies to the mortuary, and the Dustmen suspect that he's killing people before their hour's up. Day 0, Hour 12. In exchange for the zombies' help, I agreed to go get an embalming key from that dustwoman embalmer I met in the other room, Ei-Vene, I think her name was. How she could possibly use an embalming key with those blades for her hands is beyond me. Ei-Vene, you see Ei-Vene. She is still dissecting the corpse's chest with her talons. The rhythm of the talons reminds you of something, but you can't quite recall what. Watch her, study the motions of her hands.
Updated my journal.
Ei-Vene, as you study the motion of Ei-Vene's hands, you feel a prickling along your scalp, and then suddenly, You find your vision swimming, blurring, until Ei-Vene. You are standing in front of a freshly slain corpse, rigor mortis making a mockery of its smile. The number 42 foot has been stitched onto its scalp. The zombie is lying on a slab, and you have just finished stitching up its chest. You have placed something inside, something that may prove useful if you come this way again. Echo, keep these things safe and wait for my return. Ei-Vene, the memory of your voice is an echo, strange and hollow to your ears. You cross your arms in front of your chest, and to your surprise, the corpse does, too. After a moment, its hands fall back to its sides, and as it does, the vision fades, until you are watching Ei-Vene's hands make their stitching motions once more. Tap her, get her attention. Ei-Vene, she turns, sees you, then frowns. Dumb zombies. She clacks her taloned fingers together impatiently, then makes a stitching motion with her fingers. Find thread and embalming fluid. Bring here to Ei-Vene. Go, go, go. Wait a minute. You make the motion of a key turning with your hand. I need an embalming key. Do you have one? Ei-Vene, she leans forward, looks at your hand motions, then sniffs. Her hand darts into her robe, then emerges, a key hanging from her wickedly sharp index finger. She flicks it into your hand. Bring back when done. Go, go.
Updated my journal.
Nameless one, what's wrong with your hands? Ei-Vene, she turns away. She makes no sign that she heard you. Her hearing must be as poor as her eyesight. Mort, she's a tiefling chief. They got a dash of fiend blood running in their veins, usually cause some ancestor of their shared knickers with some demon or another. Make some of them addled in the head, and usually addled looking too. Leave. Day 0, Hour 12. Watching Ei-Vene stitch up the corpse with her talons triggered a strange memory. I recall performing a similar operation on a corpse, long ago, except that I think I was placing something inside its chest rather than taking something out. It felt like I was putting whatever it was in there, so I could retrieve it later. In the memory, when I crossed my arms, the corpse itself crossed its arms as well. It had the number 42 written on its scalp. I. Day 0, Hour 12. I convinced Ei-Vene to give me the embalming key. Zombie worker, you see the false zombie. You're amazed at the man's disguise. His breathing is so subdued, you can barely see it. Embalming room key. This long, thin key has a spiral head and smells faintly of embalming fluid. It looks extremely old, and numerous scratches cover its surface. Nameless One, greetings. Zombie worker. The zombie quickly glances around to see if anyone is watching, then turns to face you. What? Nameless One, here's that embalming room key you wanted. Zombie worker. The zombie's eyes widen, and he snatches the key from your hand. He turns it over, nodding all the while. Good, good.
Updated my journal.
Nameless One. Now, how do I get out of here? Zombie worker. The zombie grunts. You can escape through portals. He waves his hands. Foof. Nameless One. Portals? What portals? Zombie worker. Portals. The zombie waves around the area. Portals everywhere. Nameless One, can you show me one of these portals? Zombie worker. The zombie nods. You want out? Go to arch on first floor, nurthwezzt room. You need fungur-bone, shape of crook. He holds up his index finger and bonds it into a crook. When you have key, GUH to arch, jump to sucret orb and can escape from here. Secret escape route. He nods eagerly. You can rest there.
Updated my journal.
Nameless One, crooked finger bone. Where am I going to find one of those? Zombie worker. He shrugs. Must be one round somewhere. Look in storage rooms on upper floor. Maybe there. $1. Nameless One. All right. I had some other questions. Zombie worker. What you want to know? $7. Never mind. I may have some questions later. Don't go anywhere. I met a spy disguised as a zombie in the easternmost mortuary room, south of the embalming room. He asked me to fetch an embalming key for him. In return, he said he would help me escape. I retrieved the key from Ei-Vene and gave it to Vaxis. Day 0, hour 12. Got Vaxis his precious embalming key. He must need it to get new supplies to maintain his disguise, if the embalming fluid smell coming off of him is any indication. Day 0, hour 12. Vaxis told me there's a secret portal in the northwest room of the first floor of the mortuary. If you take a crooked finger bone up to it, it will activate and take me to a secret crypt where Vaxis says I can rest. He doesn't know where I could find a crooked finger bone, however, but he suggested I try the upper floor of the mortuary.